Jesus Manuel Menegarza. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. Today I'm camping at Lake Whitney State Park in the great state of Texas. It's been a lot of fun. I've camped for 3 nights and 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we left on Thursday. So that was the plan. Tomorrow we're going to leave on Thursday morning. So this is being shot on Wednesday on Flag Day. Very nice. So I'm having a great time here. Essentially hiking about. They have 2 hiking trails, modest at best, and we've been to the beach down here. A lot of folks are swimming at the beach, fishing at the beach. I tried to do some fishing, didn't catch anything, of course. I never catch anything. So I'm having a great time. Again, my wife and I went to Lake Whitney, the city of Lake Whitney, and modest town at best. And then we went today for lunch to have some tacos in Hillsboro, about 20 miles down the road here. So we're trying our best to have a good time in June. And again, today is Flag Day 2023. So let's get started with the video. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, again, if you have any suggestions, leave them below. Abajo. Muchas gracias. Below is my Rockwood Mini Lite 2205S, and I towed it with my Chevy Colorado with the V6 2016 edition. So everything's working out pretty straightforward. Again, we're only going down flat country roads, no issues, no problems. Easy peasy. So I hope you like this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, again, I tend to be redundant. I apologize. Leave them below. Muchos gracias. This is Jesus Manuel Menegarza. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm making breakfast. It's a very simple breakfast. It's essentially, let me grab it out here. Grape nuts. I'm having some grape nuts. And I put in this little plastic bowl that does not break while I'm towing it about. And then I'm adding some stevia sweetener and half a banana that my wife left me, okay? And of course, I do have milk. Outside, I have waiting for me some coffee. I strained with this little coffee maker that I purchased online, and everything's going pretty good. I'm testing out my new pure, water filter pitcher, and it seems to be working very nice. It has a distinctly different taste, and it's under 20 bucks. Very good. So I'm going to be making some breakfast here and going outside, hanging out with my wife. My wife's already been outside for about an hour, and I just came back from downtown Lake Whitney, and it's been a lot of fun going down there. And I picked up, I forgot to bring some cereal, so I bought some grape nuts. So I'll see you outside in just a little bit. There's my bowl of cereal with bananas and sugar, and there's my wonderful wife, Annie. What are you reading, sweetie?
Oh, I'm reading a book that just came out and published in 2023. It's called Mott Street by Ava Chin, and the subtitle is A Chinese-American Family Story of Exclusion and Homecoming. She's a 6th-generation New Yorker, and she traces her family history back to China. And it's about the impact of the Chinese Exclusion Act.
Got a hand on you, by the way.
Ooh, okay. I believe that insects should be free, except the biting ones.
What were you eating, sweetie?
Oh, that's a big mess.
It looks like cherries, strawberries, bananas, yogurt, and various berries.
Fruit and yogurt. I had a European breakfast. All that was missing was the granola.
How about a croissant?
Oh, well, that's a different kind of European breakfast.
And you had coffee too, huh?
I did. Iced coffee.
Okay. So
we had a lovely breakfast, and what's exceptional right now is that everywhere in Texas it's 3-digit weather, and we have a very cool breeze and an overcast sky. So right now it's the coolest it's going to be in Texas for quite some time. I'm relishing it 100%.
Okay, So I'm gonna get to my bowl of cereal. Annie left me a half a banana, which is very generous of her. So I'll get to that right now. It's an overcast Tuesday here at Lake Whitney State Park in Texas. Just had my breakfast. Let me just show you around the campsite so you just can reconnoiter it and get an idea of how we roll, how the Garza Limer household rolls. Let me turn around the camera. First, there's our truck. It's parked this way because I didn't want to park it over there under the tree, because under the tree we recently, 2 days ago, there's a very bad windstorm and knocked down quite a few limbs. Large limbs, not tiny limbs. And the crews have been coming around and cleaning up. So there's my truck right there to the left, and it's out of the way of danger. At least I hope. I'm in Site 16. So as you can see in the front, I have my power tongue jack up and level, two 30-pound propane tanks, and my two AO lithium batteries inside there. AO lithium batteries, not to be redundant. Of course, I have my side marker cameras. They work absolutely flawlessly, and there's my slide out. And I'm at Site 16. I have my stabilizer jacks working. Put a little pad under them. Again, they're not leveling jacks, they're stabilizer jacks, so that works out for me. And I leveled this side of the travel trailer to lift up this side to make everything pretty much flat. There's my powered cable, and it goes to my Power Washdog 30 amp Smart Surge Protector plus EPO. Works very nicely. I have learned that I can't use the microwave and the air conditioning at the same time in my RV. This will go plop. This circuit will go plop. It's 30 amp. So I have my Flexzilla. I tried to use my 10-foot Flexzilla that I just bought, water hose, but it wasn't long enough. Should have moved my RV another 2, 3, 4 feet, but I'm not that bright, okay? So there's my 25-foot hose, Flexzilla. And then I have my sewage hose and the supports right there. Like I've shown you on many occasions, if you're a fan of this channel, is that I have my pressure regulator set to around 30, 35. And then I have this modest water filter. I'm thinking about getting a simple dual stage water filter for around $70. And that's about it. So there's my setup. What do you think? It's dripping right there from the air conditioning, dripping right about there. And I'd like to thank the folks at RV Life, RV Trip Wizard, for helping support this channel. I greatly appreciate it. Their modest donation of their software and website is greatly appreciated. I have my steps out, and there we are. Again, I have a backup camera from the folks at Hellview and two side marker cameras. They work flawlessly. I mean, absolutely flawlessly. This is something pretty funny you might find funny. I got this, I think it was at Harbor Freight, and I stuck it on this little contrivance that I ordered online, and I stick it right here, and at night this is like a little night light, and it's solar powered, and I've had it for about 1.5 years. Here's my wife. She's reading a book, and we're going to be going walking down that way. Down that way to the right is the shower facilities. This is the overflow parking, and quite a few families are hanging out. And it's quite humid. As you can see from the sky, it's quite overcast, etc., etc. Let's get a quick shot of these flowers, and then we'll move on to the next segment of this video. We have various flowers, different types of flowers, different types of wildflowers. Texas is well known for its wildflowers. Let me give you a tight shot. Maybe you know the name of this flower. I don't know. Do you know the name of this wildflower? Leave your kind and friendly comments below. Tell me, what is this flower? Tell me, Jesus, this is so-and-so. And I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. My wife wants to go to the Two Bridges Trail. It's less than a mile. It says you are here, so we have to. So we're going to go that way, and we have to pass by this little gathering spot here. So let's take a peek inside, see what's inside there. Oh, it looks like a little hall, gathering space. Okay, I'm coming down there. Okay, so this is the recreational hall. Reservation required. That's my truck. It's about 85 degrees, but we got a little cool breeze coming in right about now. Very nice. I like a cool breeze on a hot day, don't you? So again, we're at Lake Whitney State Park, a Texas state park. We've visited, my wife and I, at least a dozen Texas state parks while we're in Texas. Texas, such a big state that you, it's hard to get out of the state to go see something else. Of course, we've camped in New Mexico, California, Arizona, Colorado, Louisiana, Missouri, the list goes on and on. So my wife found a spot. We should have parked here, but we don't know better. And there's the entrance. It has even steps. I wonder if it has like arches with lights. No, it doesn't have that. So how's it going, sweetie? Tightening your shoes?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Two Bridges Trail.
what's it called?
Two Bridges Trail. 0.9 of a mile.
Very nice. I can do that. That's about
Less than all. You know, it's 1/10 less than.
should be 20 minutes
Birds.
if it's going quickly, but it's if we're going slowly, a half hour. So I think it loops around, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which way you want to go? This way?
Oh well, we should go left, but we'll go right.
Okay. So let's take a peek at the soil conditions. It's basically a lot of rocks. Last night at the park, it was quite the storm. A lot of big trees were toppled, branches were toppled, limbs were sheared off, and the folks here had to get off their rears and clear them off. So this is a nice little trail. Again, nice compact dirt, and I gotta watch out for that, my wife says. She knows, like, there she is walking in front of me. A little while ago, Annie was in the lake swimming. She enjoyed it. She said it was clay bottom, so the clay collected on her feet, but luckily there are some faucets nearby where she can wash her shoes and wash her feet. So quite a few folks enjoy this lake. This is a very nice little spot, huh, sweetie?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What time is it right about now? According to your watch. You didn't bring your watch?
Oh, I didn't. I took it off. It's about 7.
7 p.m. So it's
We
7
have about
p.m.
an hour and a half left of daylight.
So it's 7 p.m. And so Anne and I share a lot of passions together. We both like to dance. We both like the arts. We both like diversity of opportunity for everyone out there. And here's some beautiful flowers. Ann just saw them. Let me just take a quick tight shot of these yellow flowers. What do you think of these flowers? I really like them. I really like them. They're absolutely beautiful, especially that yellow against the green. It's quite nice. So we share a lot of activities. We both like to cycle on our bicycles, and we both like to hike. And Annie has come around somewhat on RVing. She's gone camping quite a bit with her parents back in the day, back in the 60s. Let's do a limbo or something. Be careful, sweetie.
Got shorts, so be careful.
I have to be very careful with the bugs, the ticks, etc.
I'm going to go this way and around because I don't want to get any ticks.
Okay. I thought the ticks were in the
Grass is a little shorter.
I thought the ticks were in the grass. You're gonna have to do a tick inspection when we get back, sweetie. I think there's more ticks in California than in Texas. Texas, they have things that bite, not things that suck. Ready? Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. We're crossing the grass. Make sure no rattlesnakes. There we go. Pretty good, sweetie. You're doing great. Yeah, if you have a chance, check my socks, my legs. Make sure there's no insects surviving on my skin there. Right over there we got some beautiful flowers, some red flowers. I think they're called Indian paintbrush, the tail end of their season. When we do get the breeze, it's very nice. When we don't get the breeze, it's not so nice. So I'll pause the video right here, so we'll catch up with you in a bit. That's Annie, my wife, walking ahead of me. She's an excellent hiker. And here's something somebody left behind, a little...
It's a bagel encrusted with seeds for the birds.
Look at somebody put some peanut butter and seeds and feeding the birds with Cheerios, seeds, and looks like a bagel. Very nice. I'm glad they're considering the kosher tastes of the local wildlife. So, again, like I said, I'm gonna pause now and I'll come back in a bit. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for hiking or life in general, feel free to send them my way. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. I'll be back in a bit.
So this is a perennial and it's called Coreopsis and it's very easy to grow in Texas. And this is some form of black-eyed Susan.
So we have quite a few flowers. I just take some video imagery of this one. Take some, capture this. Look how beautiful. And there's a
That's the paint, the Indian paint that comes up in the spring with the blue bonnets.
very nice. Gotta love it. Here's a nice view at Lake Whitney outside of the mosquitoes chewing on me and sucking the very life out of me. It's very nice. I can Lake Whitney State Park. Beautiful views, beautiful trails, very pleasant. Quite humid this mid-June in 2023. See the birds flying and enjoying what the lake has to offer. Let's take a pan over here just to take another look at another view. Basically this little inlet here's another view of the lake. The flowers at the tail end of their season, getting ready to disperse their seeds. And the mosquitoes reminding me I better keep on moving. Here comes one of the bridges. It's supposed to have two bridges. Maybe we missed one of the bridges, or there's another one coming up. We'll soon see. So here's one of the bridges. There's my wife. When she found out I was being eaten alive by a mosquito, she said, "Let's hurry back to the truck." I should not have worn a short sleeve shirt and shorts. I thought we're only going to go to the swim beach, but I guess she decided to go for a hike. And anytime I pause, the mosquitoes say, "Hey, thank you very much." Here's a second bridge. Has some asphalt. Here's a view from the bridge. I guess sometimes there is water. And over there on the right is the lake. And of course people have scribbled their name on here. Anthony, Annabelle, Andy, Alta, etc. Various names scribbled in. And there's a view of the lake. So at least we know we're on the right path, because a little while ago we went off the path. Had to come back because it was a dead end. What was supposed to be less than a mile has turned into like a little bit over a mile. Here we go. Some old trees here. Continue down that path.
We just finished the 9/10 of a mile Two Bridges Trail, and we're stopping. We sped up because the mosquitoes are out. But we're here now, back in the parking lot, and we're going to enjoy the rest of our evening.
Absolutely. Thank you, Annie, for giving us the breakdown. So
you're welcome.
you can go first on the steps here.
Looks like the special kinds of birds that you see along the trail, too.
Yes. Hoo-wee! I got a lot of bug bites. Mucho bug bitos. Here's a view in Hillsboro, Texas at the county courthouse. And their memorial to the Confederacy. Quite a few memorials in this neck of the woods. This part of Texas to the Confederacy. I was in Lake Whitney, Texas. And they had an actual invitation to a gathering celebrating Nathan Bedford Forrest, if I get his name correct, the founder of the Ku Klux Klan is saying, hey, come on down, let's celebrate Nathan Bedford Forrest, and of course, the Ku Klux Klan. So we're in town. This is the town square. We have the usual businesses, and this town is doing pretty good, as towns go that I visited in Texas. Town squares, population between 10 and 20,000, I think, if I remember correctly. So the businesses are actually functioning. Plenty of restaurants. We came here to have some snack. Just 20 minutes outside of Lake Whitney, where we are camping today. So here's another view. There's some folks on the phone, and the county courthouse, and etc., etc. Ooh-wee. Muy caliente, muy caliente. Hope you're doing fantastic. Let's get back to the rest of this award-winning, fantastic RVTA video. Again, where am I? I'm in Hillsboro, Texas, and this is the county courthouse behind me. We just had lunch down the street. We had a couple tacos, very good tacos at that. And if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them below, abajo. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me turn on the camera and let's get to the next segment of this video. Thought I'd show you the day use sites at the end of the road here. There's some very nice metal structures with nice metal tables, benches, get a grill and you get some water. Very nice. So you can do whatever you want. You can put some hot dogs, some vegetables, some steaks, whatever you want to do. Right on those grills. Of course you have water in case you need to wash off your feet, wash off your pet, wash off your child, wash off yourself, etc., etc. And of course wash your dishes if you do wash dishes. It's a nice little spot. Right now it's super, super windy. You can see the waves pounding the shore. Way in the background, somebody in a fishing boat. And a bit to the right is one of the spits of land out there, so you can enjoy yourself in the water. To my immediate left is the swim area, so you can go swimming. Some areas are rocky, some areas are clay-like, some areas actually have a little bit of sand. It's all about what you want. So here's one of the day use areas. Here's a view of the shore. To the left is a swim beach. You can see the buoy in the background telling boats, stay away. Don't cause any issues with the swimmers. Soil again is a sandy area, rocky areas, a lot of clay. It's all about if you can cope with the muddy conditions, but if you have some nice shoes, water shoes, you should have no issues at all. Next up, I'm going to show you a little piece of rocky area. So I was fishing here a couple days ago, and I liked it quite a bit. I'm enjoying a cool breeze. The cool breeze is a nice respite from the steamy 100-degree temps, 100+ degree temps, if you take into consideration humidity, according to the Weather Service. Some person up on the hill told me to get out of the way because he wanted some privacy while I was playing his music, so I moved away a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't shoot me or anything like that. Right now I'm just shooting the rocky section of the beach. Just wanted to show you the rocky section of the beach here at Lake Whitney State Park. What do you think? Again, some guy's blaring his music, and he just pointed at me and said, "Get out of my space." I'm about 50 feet, 100 feet away from him. Apparently, I don't know what he was planning to do with the person he was with right there. Who knows? A rather nice boat ramp here. Here's some of the rules. You can pause the video at any time. Pause it right here and say, hey, here's all the instructions. Wear a life jacket. Take a boat or ed course. Don't booze it up too much. Watch your children and blah, blah, blah. Way off in the distance, somebody's fishing, enjoying themselves. I wish I had a boat. But boats cost money to buy and to maintain, and etc., and you have to have a place to put them. So this is a nice ramp. Actually, the water's up to the appropriate level where you can actually launch your boat here. And they have a little dock here. It's for temporary docking only. It's not for fishing. You can't fish off this thing. So it's a very nice little dock. And this lake again is rather large. It's one of the larger lakes here in Texas. And you can have a lot of fun on this lake. So again, that's no fishing, temporary docking only. And there's the ramp. And there's the parking lot right over there. And they have overflow parking over there. You have to go down a gravel, serious gravel, more like a rocky road. Not the ice cream, a rocky road. And there's my red truck, as usual. So, what do you think? It's a very nice launch area for boats. Powered vehicles, unpowered vehicles, paddle vehicles, kayaks, canoes, etc., etc. They have a couple spots right there for reserve parking. So again, here's a little pan of the facilities. What do you think? Thanks for checking out my video on Lake Whitney State Park in the great state of Texas. Had a great time, great 3 days, great 3 nights here. Had a great time. It was super humid, super hot, but I still enjoyed it immensely. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and ring the bell for future notifications. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if you have the time, and only if you have the time, leave your kind and friendly comments and suggestions below. Abajo. Again, abajo. Muchos gracias. From Lake Whitney State Park, hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.